Minnesota, the setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Smith. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And for the Bronx, they've got Robertson. Shaquile O'Neal is out there with Granett. Then it's Jordan. And it's Serbiak in at the small forward position. Now, here's Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Smith for 3. O'Neal with the rebound. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Now, here's Barrett. The pass to Knox. Unable to get that one. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Serbiak passes to O'Neal. Here's Serbiak, guarded by Robinson. Smith against Jordan.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Barrett, no good. And so just over a minute and a half played. And here's Robertson outside. It's rebounded by New York.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. Searching for their first points of the game. Smith outside. Over to the wing. Shoots from 14.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Granett the pass to Serbiak. They get it back. Granett kicks to Jordan. And it's off from three-point range. Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for the Bronx. Cassel comes in for Jordan. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And some changes here for the Bronx. Kevin Love comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Joe Smith in for Robertson. Then for the Knicks, Portis, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Reggie Bullock comes in for Barrett. And it's Payton in for Dennis Smith. New York trails by 7. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Omari Spellman has come in for Shaq. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Got a piece of it and stolen by Love. Fast break, the Bronx. Smith with the ball, and it's Wiggins from the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Floats one. The shot by Payton, no good. The Bronx leading by 9. Pass to Cassel. From past the arc. That's in there. Love with the assist.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter of the game. Gibson passes to Payton. Harkless with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Cassel. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Portis. New York trails by 12. Here's Harkless. Got a piece of it. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Spellman the pass to Smith. Portis against Wiggins. Fires from deep. Knicks with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Harkless. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. Payton can't get it to go. And here's Love. Here's Cassel. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Well, that height and the length from the point guard position is pretty rare, and he uses them very well on defense.
And so it's the Bronx. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the...
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Knicks, Wayne Ellington is out there with Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Harkless in at the small forward. To the middle, it's tipped. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Pass to Cassel. Out to the right wing. Rubio against Gibson. Goes up the baseline. Clock at 4. Here's Cassel. Offline with his 3. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. 15-point game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, you risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Randall comes in for Bobby Portis, and Smith subbed in for Payton. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. But now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Passes to Serbiak. Down low, here's Robertson. Robinson pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot by Harkless, no good. The Bronx leading by 10. Outside Jordan. The pass to Robertson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between area. He's got that high release point on his jumper, which makes it unblockable.
Nice shot by Smith.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The 3. Serbiak, no luck. New York trails by 10. Harkless on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. That's Oscar Robertson with the rebound. Here's the Bronx. Shoots the 3. Randall grabs the board. Robertson's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. A slam dunk by Robinson.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
So timeout called here, the first for the Bronx.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Average close to 20 and 10. Delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
So both teams making some changes here. Jordan with it. Now defended by Randle. Kicks it out to Robertson. Jordan against Randle.
Remaining in the quarter.
Lets it go from 11, and that one goes long. Greg, the Lakers allowed Julius Randle to leave in restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, well, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside.
A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Smith. Offline from the top of the key. LeBron's leading by 8. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Robertson against Smith. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. Smith's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Now Robertson from downtown. A three-pointer is right on target. Robertson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond. And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Count that one. And the Bronx leads by 13.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Outside Jordan. Back to Robertson. Pass to Granett. Over Randle. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so it's the Bronx holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Dennis Smith has done in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
We've got Garnett.
How fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
Smith, the pass to Robinson. Randle right side. And Randle throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 11.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Shaq. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Bronx foul. That's his first personal foul into the line.
just over a minute play. Throws it up high. Kept alive by New York. Here's Randall, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Bronx. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Portis has checked in. That one's good, and the Bronx lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Barrett. Here's Cassel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside.
The Bronx, they've made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Smith the pass to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
Pass to Cassel. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. They get the rebound. Love kicks to Wiggins. Can't nail the jumper.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
A shot by Jordan, no good. New York trails by 6. Here's Ellington. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Wiggins with it, picked up by Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins as his development has seemed to plateau.
And with all due respect to Wiggins, it would be worth worrying about if you're a Timberwolves fan. Wiggins has taken a step backwards, I feel, the last few years in his scoring and seemingly has lost the edge to his game that made him such a promising young star.
Payton drives in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And 5 straight triple-doubles last season for Elfrid Payton, showing his all-around impact.
Amazing with his size and athleticism at the point guard position that he has that kind of versatility. That's some lofty company. I mean, 5 straight triple-doubles. What an amazing run by EP.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Kevin Love, great recognition as to what was happening there. Saw the floor, saw the teammate, and saw the passing opportunity.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Payton passes to Bullock. Back to Payton. 14 feet away. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
To the paint. Knocked loose. The shot's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jordan the pass to Love. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ellington kicks to Bullock and stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. And he misses the fast break layup. New York trails by 6. On the wing, Ellington. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Bullock passes to Payton. Back to Bullock. There's 37 seconds left in the third. The dish now to Ellington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And so it's New York with it. It's a 10-point game. Payton against Cassel. Payton left side. Good. Nice job down low. Payton's got 5 points in the quarter. Wiggins passes to Cassel. Fires the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Bronx leads by 11. It's deflected, and so it's the Bronx holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've got. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call
a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Smith and Bullock at the 1 and the 2. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. They get it again. And another shot. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. 3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Robinson against Towns. Left block shot on the way. That one's good, and the Bronx lead is down to just 12 points with the basket from Randall. Randall's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Robertson kicks to Granett, takes the 3. He can't get that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Knox. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Fast break, the Bronx. There's the lob to the hoop, and then up to Robertson with the dunk.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Smith wide open. He fires. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Timeout called. The Bronx. Both teams are in substitution. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, need with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Barrett. Bronx grabs the miss. Here's Cassel inside. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Passes it to Zerbiak. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. And misses it off the right side of the rim. New York trails by 14. Barrett uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Now here's Robertson. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
With it, the pass to Randall. Barrett wide open, he fires. And again, New York with the triple.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
From Robertson makes that one his 6th of the night. Very healthy, 6 for 9.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Randall. Rejected by Robertson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Bronx making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Michael Jordan.
There's 1:38 left in the 4th. Pass to Knox. Kicks it to Smith. 4 on the clock. To the inside. And Randall throws it down.
Something about watching lefties who can get up like that just looks different, doesn't it, Kevin?
The Bronx leading by 10. Robertson outside. Rebounded by Knox. Pass to Smith. Bronx grabs the miss.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Robertson kicks to O'Neal. Jordan the pass to Zerbiak. It's rebounded by Barrett.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
And here's Robertson outside. The Bronx working now with a fresh shot clock. Inside. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Outside, Jordan. Passes it to Robertson. Goes back up. The shot off that time. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And there's the pass to Barrett. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And coming through in a big way, you have to love Barrett there, taking over down the stretch.
A fantastic move right there. Just that quick little reverse layup.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
A little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
No!
Don't hold the ball.
So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is...